Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida's offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
The Gators headed quickly to the line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Badgers offense will take the field for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field. And you better think twice about catching that football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Oh, what a cut! They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McCluster. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Getting some heat. Looking left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gators are in the hurry up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Here's the handoff.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Bully ball on 3rd and short.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense set on first down. On the ground with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the whole...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Badgers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. we check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Running it back, it's Barco. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Back to pass, it's Sims. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Caught in the backfield. It's McCluster. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He's up to 51 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll try the left side. Oh, what a move! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll give it to the back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Gators will hustle to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 25. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets...
Carry the ball. All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Caught behind the line. It's McCluster. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Gators sending the offense back to work. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Makes the catch. It's English. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running behind that left side. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The give to the back. He powers his way ahead. Gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
you know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage, or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
To the ground with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sims. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Gators are on the move. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Gators in the hurry up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Barron. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by...
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to...
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ringo. Flip it.
They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's English. At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Power football with the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They go to the ground. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Gators are on the move. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They're going to run it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much. But keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Hauls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
As the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Shoots it to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.